Since becoming president, Donald Trump hasn't just done irreparable damage to the United States, he's done harm to the entire world. Because since he's been elected, he pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement, he's gutted regulations that ensure clean air and clean drinking water, he illegally and unconstitutionally bombed Syria multiple times, he started a trade war with China, he dismantled the Affordable Care Act, leading to millions of people losing health insurance in America, and additionally, he cut his own taxes, as if he couldn't be any more brazen. The first major policy victory that he won was him cutting his own taxes. So Donald Trump has been a disaster, and I think that saying that is an understatement, because by just listing off that short list of policies, I'm barely even scratching the surface. Because he's done a lot more. But in spite of all of the horrible things that he's done, well, he wants you to give him a call and thank him. And he's so adamant about wanting to be thanked and wanting that affirmation that he literally spent money creating, producing, and running an ad where he encourages his followers to call him and thank him. And I'm not even kidding about this.
This is Brad Parscale, campaign manager for President Trump. President Trump has achieved more during his time in office than any president in history. And that is why I need every Trump supporter to pick up the phone right now and deliver a personal thank you to your president. We have a booming economy, historic low unemployment, including the lowest unemployment rate for minorities in history. We are bringing jobs back to America through new trade deals, and the world is a safer place. We need to let President Trump know that we appreciate what he's doing for America. I need you to call the number on your screen and deliver a thank you to President Trump. Call or go online now.
Call 800-684-3043 now and press 1 to tell President Trump thank you.
Thank you, President Trump.
Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, President Trump.
President Trump needs to hear from his supporters by calling 800-684-3043 or visit donaldjtrump.com/TV to thank President Donald Trump.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Amazing.
So that was really weird. Just some advice, Trump and Trump's team. If you're going to fish for compliments, do it in a more subtle way rather than explicitly saying, call me and thank me, and saying, the president needs to hear from his supporters. Maybe just have them call you and tell them which policy you codified into law that they support the most. I don't know, but you're literally just asking them to call and thank you. Is there anything more pointless than that? I mean, if you want your supporters to be mobilized and do anything, why wouldn't you have them call a member of Congress and urge him or her to support policy X, Y, and Z? I mean, this is so pointless. This is literally just so Donald Trump feels better. They ran an ad so Donald Trump can hear from his sycophantic supporters and tell him how good of a job he's doing, because he needs to hear that. This is embarrassing. So, of course, since I saw this and he put out a number, I'm going to have to call to thank Donald Trump, because I feel as if I have a lot to say to the president. So his number again is 1-800-684-3043. I don't even know what I'm going to say.
Thank you for calling to show your support for President Trump and thank him for his efforts to make America great again. After the tone, state your name and leave a brief thank you message for President Trump. Again, state your name and say thank you after the tone. Press the pound key when finished.
Hello, President Trump. My name is Bill Buttlicker, and I just wanted to thank you so much for pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, because I actually want the world to end, so I see this as a good thing, and destroying the
Thank you. Before we add your support, please hold for a very important message from Brad Parscale, campaign manager, Donald J. Trump for president.
Hello, this is Brad Parscale. Thank you for supporting President Trump. I talk with the president every day, and I need to let him know who is with us. President Trump is keeping his promises to the American people. Our economy is
No, he's
booming
not.
thanks to lower regulation,
Okay.
massive tax.
So that's probably just going to be a fundraising message, but now that I know that it's like 5 seconds, I'm going to make it just short and sweet. So I'm going to call again.
Thank you for calling to show your support for President Trump and thank him for his efforts to make America great again. After the tone, state your name and leave a brief thank you message for President Trump. Again, state your name and say thank you after the tone. Press the pound key when finished.
Give us Medicare for all and end the wars like you said you would before you were elected, you liar.
Thank you. Before we add your support, please hold for a very important message from Brad Parscale, campaign manager, Donald J. Trump
so
for president.
Hello.
I don't think that he sent the first message because you have to listen to their fundraising thing. So I'm just going to let this play out
To the American people. Our
so I can
economy
send
is
that
booming
message
thanks to
because I
lower
think he needs to hear that.
massive tax cuts, and renegotiated trade deals that put America first. Finally, the working class, forgotten Americans, are winning. We are enforcing our immigration laws and making Americans safer because America is stronger around the world.
Yes, by locking
President Trump
babies in
is
cages, you're making us
attacking
safer.
media and far-left Democrats who want to implement the radical socialist agenda. They will stop at nothing to overturn the election and remove your president from office.
Overturn the
2016,
election?
You, me, and millions of deplorables elected President Trump to bring
He just said fake news, condemned fake news, and then said we want to overturn the election.
President Trump
Who's
in
saying
office.
that?
We are fighting to make sure President Trump is reelected in 2020, but we cannot do it alone. We need help from Trump supporters like you. I need you to please press 1 now to make a contribution directly to President Trump's reelection campaign. Again, please press 1 to support President Trump's fight to make America great again. Press 2 to continue.
Okay.
I understand a contribution is a lot to ask for. President Trump is asking for your support now.
You're rich! Just fund it yourself. Go to your rich corporate donors.
Your direct support to his campaign is critical in this effort. You can even make a modest contribution. Please press 1 now. Press 2 to continue.
Fuck you, no.
Thank you. Please go to donaldjtrump.com to see how you can further help support President Trump.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, understand that this is kind of a bait and switch because in the ad, they said if you want to leave them a message and say thank you, press 1. But when you call that number, they say press 1 to make the contribution. So this is a bait and switch. They're saying, oh, call to thank us, or thank Donald Trump specifically, but we're just going to bug you to fundraise, and when you say no, we're going to ask you again. So, I mean, this is a typical fundraising call. It's not really that surprising to me, but I'm a little disappointed, honestly, because I thought I would be able to leave long messages like I typically do to lawmakers, but hopefully he got my message about Medicare for all. They're probably not going to be too happy, but oh well. So this is probably the most pointless segment in the history of the show, but I saw an opportunity where I can call and leave Donald Trump a message, and I have so much to say, so I just thought I'd give it, a shot. I would encourage you to not call and do what I just did because we are almost 9 minutes into this segment, and it's been a complete waste of time. So do better than I'm doing now. And maybe call your lawmaker and tell them to support a Green New Deal or Medicare for all, because I really thought that I could get like some type of political message across, but that was just fundraising bullshit and nonsense. It's still embarrassing that they'd put out that ad. I mean, we all made fun for Hillary Clinton's narcissism back in 2016 when she would put out ads saying, tell Hillary Clinton you're with her, sign the petition. I mean, this is worse than that because you're literally asking your supporters to call and thank you. Now, I get it. You're not really looking for thank you. You're looking for dollar bills. But how about this, Trump? Rather than relying on all of your supporters who you've already exploited, why don't you go to Wall Street, go to the Koch brothers and Sheldon Adelson and all of your rich billionaire donors, because you're not representing your supporters, you're representing the rich and oligarchs. So get money from them. Stop trying to fundraise off of your supporters. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to dupe them out of more money, but you shouldn't because you're a scumbag and you're not representing them. So, yeah, we'll leave that there.
Support this podcast by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Humanist Report.